In the morning, in the evening, or sometime in between. I hope that you will see some Lexi on your screen. Subscribe.
How does perfection feel, darling?
Annyeong chickens, welcome back. We had a fabulous idea. The idea was that it's gonna be a really hard week coming up. And so we're gonna bake. We're gonna bake like there's no tomorrow. And then I think we're gonna shoot off text messages to all our friends and see what they wanna eat. So if you live near us, you're in luck. So I think what we're gonna make first is something based around persimmon. I saw one of my favorite bakers on the Instagram, Honeysuckle, and she was making a Dutch baby with persimmon in the middle. And I was like, what? I can't think of a better use for my persimmons from the garden. Did you guys know that these are the first persimmons from the garden? Oh my God! This year I bought a persimmon tree and it produced fruit. Ah, baby. If you wanna know where I got the tree, I got it at fastgrowingtrees.com, okay? And this is a little bit of an aside, but if you want to buy trees online, you totally can. What you have to do is you buy a bare root tree. You have them ship it to you in January or February, right? By that time, it goes through spring, right? And then, you know, it'll create fruit, whether it's a summer producing or a fall producing fruit. It'll create fruit. That's my point. So fastgrowingtrees.com. Anyway, I'm so jazzed. I've made a Dutch baby before, so I think this should go okay. So let's go. Oh! So it's been a long day. So, but baking's still on the schedule. So I just thought I would pour myself a glass of wine as we get started. Okay, so we've got the Dutch baby all blended up. I think the thing that will add like the pizzazz to this is a homemade extract. So we've got 3 that are ready. We've got cinnamon whiskey, coconut rum, and cardamom brandy. So let me just smell it and see. Interesting. I think a cardamom brandy. What do you think? Yes. I think cardamom. Sorry. I think cardamom brandy. Let's do cardamom brandy, okay? All right, so. The thing about cardamom brandy is that, oh my gosh, be careful. Because if you use cardamom extract, like the one we made was really strong, and we only did it for like 3 days, okay? So if you wanna learn how to make homemade extracts, like I basically learned how to do so from a YouTube video, so I'll just leave the link to the YouTube video in the description section. The only one that we didn't get it from was cardamom brandy. And you know, if you guys are ever interested in that, I might show you guys how to make it. Just let me know. So, here we go. Okay, decided at the last minute to add some nutmeg. And guys, I have some nutmeg nuts here. You really think that like grating fresh nutmeg is like a big old deal until you just run to the Indian store and buy some, and then it's not. And it adds so much to everything you bake. So I would suggest doing that. And then you just grate some uva. Just a little bit. Oh my God, I smell it. I think that's gonna be the ticket, baby. Baby! Okay, you might want to make sure, if I remember correctly with Dutch babies, you might want to make sure that the butter actually touches the sides because the pancake is going to creep up the side. So that's a tip because I've done it before. It's really good. Oh yes. Where's the wine? I'm having more. Okay, so now we're gonna make the crust for our pumpkin pie. What's really funny is that we went to go get the rum so we could make a rum crust, but the rum was gone. So I guess our parents drank it, and now we're going to make the fancy rum. So this is gonna be a super flavorful crust. Really excited. Now we get to use the fancy rum. Also, you could make your pie dough by hand, but like why? When you could just do it in a food processor. So if you have a food processor, that is the way. Because baby, I've made it by hand and you can do it, but that ain't fun. It's done in like, 2 minutes in a food processor, so do it, okay? I made this recipe where they called for apple cider vinegar in the crust, and it changed the game. Because before, I always had trouble rolling out my crust, and not now, baby, they just roll out. I can make that pie crust, put it in different shapes, throw it down, baby. I think it tenderizes the flour. That's the hot tip of the day. Okay, I just added nutmeg on a whim, and now you can smell both the nutmeg and the rum in the crust. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. Now I put the pie crust into the freezer so that it can chill while we make the filling. This is the easiest pumpkin pie recipe you're ever gonna see, and it tastes the best. Guess who? It's by Chef John. Chef John is amazing, guys. I know I just sound a little crazy, but he is solid. I mean, I think he's like internet famous, but Chef John's pumpkin pie recipe, mwah! Fun egg fact for you. After many years of baking, did you know that the egg white part of an egg, that is what binds your food together? And the egg yolk part of it, that's what adds flavor. So we're adding 3 egg yolks. That means, baby, there's gonna be flavor. Now here's the thing that we did last time that put it over the top. Again, adding the homemade extract. So last time we actually added the cardamom brandy and the cinnamon whiskey. So I think we're gonna do the same thing this time. Let's get it, let's get it. Okay, so we just added the cinnamon whiskey, and man, that is the thing that took it to the next level. So we're actually making another cinnamon whiskey now, and this one is gonna be stronger. We're gonna leave it to, marinate for longer. So that's exciting too. We'll have 2 versions of cinnamon whiskey. One that's like pow, and one that's like pow. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I put enough liquid in this. I think I was about 1 tablespoon of rum off. And now I'm gonna shape it off camera. This is like the baking of equivalent of did my brows off camera, And now you gotta take it and pop it in the freezer. Because when you have dough that's gonna go bake, most of the time you wanna pop it in the freezer again. Otherwise, it's gonna fall apart in the oven. So this just has to go back in the freezer for 5-10 minutes. I got the pie crust out. It's time to pour the filling in and then put it in the oven. So, quick story. My family, like most Black people, prefers sweet potato pie, okay? They ain't messing with pumpkin. But I gave this pumpkin pie to my family, and they said, ooh! So I feel like if it's comparable to sweet potato pie, Patti LaBelle's recipe, then we're in a good zone, okay? Great place. The final shot, ladies and gents. Boom, baby, we're back in the kitchen at it again, baking for the loved ones, for the friends, for the family. Okay, this time it is election night, and I am translating my nervous, anxious, fearful energy into baking, baby. First recipe on the list is frosted maple butter cookies. I am very hopeful. I'm very excited. You know why? Because every year we audition a sugar cookie recipe to fit our Christmas cookie standard, and every year we are slightly eluded. Hopefully this is the year that we find it. Let's get started. So I was sniffing it and it just smells like a solid cookie, but I don't want a solid cookie. I want excellent, I want magic, I want fire, I want excitement, and I decided it was time to add some more cardamom brandy, folks. So we did that and it's smelling a lot better. It's smelling exciting. I want you to taste the cookie and say, what is that? So I believe this will do it. So it turns out I read the recipe down and it said pop that sugar cookie into the fridge for an hour. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna pop it in the freezer for 15 minutes and we see where we're at. In the meantime, let's start something else, okay? We got big plans. Okay, so first we were leaning towards this pear ginger upside down cake, but then we thought, you know what? We kind of know what that is. Let's do it big. Let's be daring. The gingerbread cake with brandied pears, that sounds interesting. It calls for molasses. There's gonna be a lot of ginger, fresh ginger. I mean, I'm excited. Let's go on an adventure. Perfect! But the proof is in the bake, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for the gingerbread cake in the oven. We're getting ready to roll out the cookies, and that's where we are today. Woo! So recently we went to the cake store and we found all these fall themed cookie cutters. Look, it's a little house like you're at home. It's an acorn. Oh my God, we found an acorn, a maple leaf, which is like my favorite, a heart. So all of these that can be seasonal. Oh, and I got this key because it's freaking adorable. I died, okay? So we're gonna cut it out. Ready?
Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day.
I think we found it. I think this year we might have found the elusive Christmas cookie. Exciting times. This gingerbread cake, it smells good. I believe it will be good. You know, I'm really happy. So now I'm gonna make the topping for it. The topping involves pears, and then I just had some brandied raisins laying around. All you do is you soak golden raisins in brandy, and actually soak golden raisins in any alcohol, and the effects will be brilliant, sweetie. Just go with it. It's late. Guess what? We walked outside and pulled a lemon from our garden. Thank you, Patty. Patty's our lemon tree. Let's do this. Now we're on to the next fabulous thing. This was the gingerbread and brandied pears. We pulled out the pears. Oh my God, they taste so good. And now we're making a syrup. So you have to serve these separately. So we're not actually gonna put it on top. What you do is you serve the cake and then you put the brandy pears and drizzle the syrup on top. So make sure you would keep them separately if you do any kind of cake like that. But yeah, I would just like to tell you that this lady, Tammy Donroe Inman, listen, you are not getting your due, ma'am. This book is a freaking amazing. I love you, thank you. Okay, she's wonderful. She had to know. She had to know. Somebody find her. Somebody find her on Instagram. Where is her page? I'm gonna find her on Instagram. I'm gonna do that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Lady, don't put her foot in it. Syrup is divine. We're closing up the kitchen for tonight and we had fun. We took some risks. We did the thing. We found the best cookie recipe ever. What a great day 2. Yes. Yes. Wow! Wow! It's really late. I thank God, number 1, first of all, for my ability to follow a recipe. Has it gotten me anywhere in life? I don't know. But am I having fun? Yes, I am! See you day 3. Back, baby. Day 3. And we're making the icing. Things are going well. So, we did some almond, we did some cardamom brandy, and then we'll ice. So yeah. So these cookies look like but they taste really good. Listen, listen. I'm not perfect. We'll do better next time. They taste good. That's the most important thing. They all go to the same place. So, yeah, it's a win, kind of, yeah. It might be nighttime, but it's also time to deliver this gingerbread cake. We are spreading the fall chia. I love it. Time to deliver the second cake. Oh my gosh, she loved it. We're so happy when we had a nice visit. Yes, this was it. We feel reinvigorated. You know, we've been doing the thing. We've been running around town, coming back, but we've already committed to this baking idea, and today is the 3rd day of baking. We must follow through. We must spread the fall cheer as we were meant to do. So, tonight, we will be finishing up by making some pumpkin? Wow. Pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies and a cranberry torte. By God, we will make it, or we will die trying. Here we go. Okay, so we're browning butter, and browning butter can actually be a little bit tricky. You always have to wait, like when you're doing other things, for the butter to like thaw. But when you're doing brown butter, you can actually start from a frozen stick of butter. But make sure you're going like low and slow the whole time, because butter burns really quickly. And what you're looking for is brown spots to appear. So we'll take footage like when we get to the point where brown spots appear. That's how you know that your butter is actually browning. The other thing I want to tell you is when you add your brown butter to recipes after that, make sure you let your brown butter cool. Oh my gosh, the first few times I did this, I was like, I did it, I browned the butter, it was successful. But then I didn't let it cool, and it made the entire end product really greasy. So when you're doing brown butter and you add it to your baked goods, let it cool before you incorporate it. So looking at this, like it doesn't look like it, but I'd say we're about 3/4 of the way there because it's bubbling. And on the very sides, you see some brown. Those are the milk solids. So pretty soon, the milk solids will be all throughout, and I'll show you like when it's done. If it's your first time browning butter, don't go as far as I did because I took it to the edge of burnt, but I just really want that deep, deep flavor. But the first few times, I definitely did not take it that dark. So, you know, just looking out for you. Okay, here's the brown butter. You want to make sure you get all the good stuff, all the milk solids. Okay, so I feel like I would be remiss if I did not mention that this is a recipe by Honeysuckle. She's one of my favorite cooks to watch online. And I think this recipe is only available on her Instagram, so I don't know if I can link it, but I'll try. And yeah, exciting. We're very tired, but we're gonna finish strong. Cranberry tort, let go. I'm getting ready to chop my nuts, and I wanted to say that whenever I'm chopping something on the board, like if it's a nut or if it's like a fruit or something, I like to use this big old knife. It's wide. It helps me have some control.
Keep my focus right. Every glimpse of you deserts me. You're all I think about sometimes. But baby, I saw you for a second and I'm happy that you came my way. Don't wanna waste no time without you ever brightening up my days. Never meant to fall so hard. Oh, love of mine, I don't wanna take knowing that you're not beside me.
Guys, we did it! Oh my God, we went on a journey together. We're helping to spread the fall cheer. So we're actually done delivering treats on camera, but you saw that we baked a lot, so there's still much more to deliver. I hope that you're gonna do something fun to spread the fall cheer too. Thank you for coming with me, and I'll see you guys next week. I love you, chickens. Mwah! Like, comment, share, subscribe, baby.
Take a little bit of me, and a little bit of you, and together we can make the world into something bright.